Here's another video from the breakup series. 1 month post breakup. What really I experienced and how I was able to let it go. I must say, with this breakup, I approached it very intentionally and very self-aware, and I reflected a lot on myself, on what I did, what I could have done differently, how I could have chosen differently. I shared here and there in another videos, but maybe in this one I can talk a little bit more in details about one of the things that really helped me is who I was during the relationship and during most of my relationships. I looked at with a bird's eye view on what were the similarities and differences between all my relationships. And I discovered things that they were very hard to accept. And one of the things was why I was drawn to this kind of people. And it's not like blaming, oh, they were all wrong and all that. No, but we're attracted to similar kind of people because we're trying to rewrite or recreate something from our childhood. And that is a very difficult thing to realize and to accept. But that is the only way that will help us to choose differently next time. And I took a hard look on myself, who I was in my previous relationships and in this one. How did I show up? And I wrote this resignation letter to my old self. I wrote down everything that I thought that contributed to me attracting this kind of person and why, from my childhood and all that. I wrote this resignation letter and I teared it down. So I had this act of separation. So it's a symbolic act of separation, of letting go, which is writing the letter, burning it, or tearing it up, and then burying it somewhere. And so you have to mourn the loss of your old self and celebrate the new self. And then you write down who do you want to be? What is your new self? And every single day, you gotta do those things that your new self would do. So what is your new self? What kind of habits this person has? What kind of thoughts you need to have and beliefs in order for you to do these habits? Because our thoughts will determine our habits, our decisions, and the decisions determine our destiny and our life. Our life is exactly what our thoughts are. So if we're attracting this kind of people or we're drawn to this kind of people, then there's something in us that has the need to be with this kind of people. So without blaming yourself or the other person, and without feeling guilty, oh, I should have then be someone else and so on. Well, you know what? If you were someone else, you would have attracted different person. You wouldn't attract that person. And the other thing is, if you were meant to be with that one person, you would have been with that person. You would not break up, because when two people are right for each other, they choose each other. So if one person doesn't choose the other, you're not meant to be together yet, maybe. So what do you want? What choices your new self will do? What beliefs do you have? And then approach it not with a judgment, but with curiosity. List them all, have them on your desk, and look at them. Who do you need to become in order for you to make these decisions? What part of you needs to die for you to make these decisions? Who do you need to let go? meaning yourself, the old self. What parts of your old self you need to let go in order for you to become this person. And it is scary when you're doing that, because death of an old self, it feels like a death of an old self. I mean, you lived with yourself for a long, long time. And so you have to mourn it. You have to talk to that old self and say, maybe, you served me really, really well, because I'm sure we have all survival strategies that we employ in every relationship that we have, in every area of our lives. So thank yourself. Thank your old self, thank you for being there, because that served me then, but it's not serving me anymore. I'm a different person. I want to have different habits, different life, attract different kind of people. And so thank you. This needs to be part of your resignation letter. Gratitude and thanking for. And then moving on to your next self. But that is one thing that really, really helped me, along with other things. But 1 month post breakup, I really feel amazing. And it's just this new energy that this person in this life, these decisions, they were in the past. I know I trust myself. I'll do differently next time. And of course, I'll be failing here and there, but I know for myself what are my non-negotiables, what exactly do I want in a person, and I'm embodying that. If you want to find the one, you need to be the one. So you got to be very, very strategic, and you have to be very, very specific of what qualities you want in yourself. And therefore, you will attract, a new person, because we're an energetic match. We communicate energetically.